Assalamu alaikum dear students. So as in the last video lecture I had explained you regarding the very short type of answer of the question bank. In today's video lecture I will have a solution of short answer one that is for 2 marks. So here the first question is that what are the advantages of a potentiometer over a voltmeter? So what are the disadvantages of a potentiometer over a voltmeter? So I had explained you regarding the potentiometer. So in potentiometer there are some demerits. So in your textbook on the page number 224 we are having advantages of a potentiometer over a voltmeter. So here we are having merits and demerits. So what are the disadvantages of a potentiometer over a voltmeter? So you have to write the demerits, that is potentiometer is not portable and direct measurement of potentiometer difference or EMF is not possible. So these are the disadvantages of a potentiometer over a voltmeter. Now the second question, distinguish between a potentiometer and a voltmeter. So again we can have a potentiometer is not portable while voltmeter is a portable and it is very small. Then potentiometer cannot give you a direct measurement of a potential difference while voltmeter can give you a direct reading. Then potentiometer will measure only voltage while voltmeter will only give you the reading of voltage while potentiometer give you the reading of internal resistance. You can also find the internal resistance of the cell, then you can compare the EMF of two cells and also the potential difference. So these are the some points that you can write in distinguish between potentiometer and a voltmeter. Then the third question, distinguish between an ammeter and a voltmeter. So on the page number 227 it is given the comparison of an ammeter and voltmeter. So here you have been given the ammeter and voltmeter, distinguish between them, that is ammeter measures current while voltmeter measures potential difference. Ammeter is connected in series while voltmeter is connected in parallel. In an moving coil galvanometer with low resistance, then voltmeter is an moving coil galvanometer with high resistance. Then ammeter, smaller the shunt, greater will be the current measure. In voltmeter, larger its resistance, so greater will be the potential difference measure. Then resistance of a ammeter is there is a formula that I had already explained you in my previous video lectures. Then the formula for the voltmeter is also there, so you can write the formulas also. So here in your textbook there is a 5 points is given, so you can write any 4 points. Then the fourth question, how do you calculate the shunt required to increase the length small n times? So here you have to see galvanometer as an ammeter. Here you are having the shunt, okay, shunt resistance. So what you have to do, you have to on the page number 224 there is given uses the shunt. So what you have to write, you have to derive the equation till 9.13. Then length n times. So further you are having this 9.13 equation and this is it is given as like this is the required shunt to increase the range n times. So till here you have to write on the page number 224 uses of shunt. So you have to write till the point number 1 after the equation number 9.13, that is 9.13, 9.13. So you have been given the point number 1 and 2, so you have to write only the point number 1 till point number 1. So this will be the answer for the question number 4. Then 5, define electrical circuit and junction. So electrical circuit is a path in which electron can flow from a voltage or a current source. So you can write the electrical circuit, definition of electrical circuit, then definition of junction. So how you can define the junction? So you can have like junction is defined as any point in an electrical circuit